Court orders DSS to pay man who was arrested for using SIM used by Buhari's daughter 10 million naira. A federal high court in Delta, after sitting on Thursday, has ordered the Department of State Service (DSS) to pay the sum of 10 million naira to Mr. Anthony Okoli account for illegally detention. Mr. Anthony was allegedly arrested and jailed for 10 weeks. This has been described by the court as an illegal detention without charge. Remember, Mr. Okoli was arrested by the Department of State Service in July 2019 in Asaba for using a SIM card which once belonged to the president's daughter, Anan Buhari. DSS, the Department of State Service, has told a federal high court in Asaba, Delta State, that Anthony Okoli, the man arrested for using the previous phone line of President Muhammadu Buhari's daughter, was detained for 10 weeks because his offense threatened national security. Okoli, who had subsequently sued the Department of State, DSS, N10M, and ANA after his release, demanded for a compensation of 500 million naira for violating his human rights under the Nigeria Constitution. The sitting judge, who, after proper view of the whole issue, Mr. Justice Nnamdi Dimba, upheld Okoli's arguments and awarded 10 million naira cost in his favor. This is a good news and it's a welcome development. One thing I just believe is that we the people, we need to continue to push. We should not be intimidated by the way the system has already placed itself, because of course a lot of people would have just gone quiet. A lot of people would have just, okay, let me just go, let me just leave it, let me just leave everything for God. You know, most of the time, like I always said, God has his responsibility and we have our responsibility as well. After we must have done our own, then we commit it into God's hands. God wants us to do everything and give him back the glory. That is how it works. Because we have our own roles to play. He has his own roles to play. You know, normally if we look at our structure, if we look at our system, what would have been discouraged? People would not say, you better thank God that you are alive. You want to go and fight a case with the president's daughter. And those are the intimidations that we have already been faced with. Of course, people who will advise you to just mellow down, because they will know that even ordinary local government chairman, you cannot even fight him if really in the recent, no talk of a president's at the presidency level, relating to the president's daughter, because of what people have passed through in the first place. And I begin to see some things when some people say, oh, don't think Nigeria of a yesteryears is the same thing as Nigeria of today. No, we might not be going at the pace that we really want, but something is happening gradually. The awareness is always there. So kudos to the lawyer and kudos to the lawyer that really encouraged this guy in the first place, that said, no, don't worry, we will push this thing through, because from all indications, those are the intimidation that we get in this country. Things can still work better if the people who are in charge, who are saddled with the responsibility of protecting lives and properties, do the right thing. It is not rocket science. Things that are happening in other climes that we think, oh, maybe there's something special about them. There's nothing special about them. It is the people themselves that will make things work out. I'm talking about the leadership. It's just like when you have a forest, maybe there's a bush or whatever. It is only when you use your hand to clear it, make sure everything is fine. And at the end of the day, by the time you look at this place that used to be so bushy, I never knew that it's going to be so fine, because you have been able to use your hand to do a lot of adjustment, cleaning and all what have you. And everybody will be like, I never knew this place is going to be, I've turned to township and all of that. So we need to continue to push, because a lot of injustice here and there. A lot of people are inside the jail, inside cell. Police will just get them arrested on the road and they will forget them there. Some people will just be there without committing any offense. Even the ones that have even committed offense, you think that they have committed offense, follow through to a logical conclusion, but they will forget them there. So a lot of injustice here and there. This kind of a thing, it's how many in 1 million, how many cases like that people get through, because a lot of people must have tried it, and at the end of the day, it will not see work out for them. But I just believe that a lot of people will be encouraged. And this idea of just doing things illegally, you want to tell me that the DSS did not know? They are just crying more than the bereaved. And the whole thing was just messy. The whole thing was just messy at that time, and the DSS was even standing their ground that yes, they did that because it's in everything is national threat. It's a threat to national security. Threat to national security. You will not do your investigation. The same thing. They will talk about Omoyele Sowore, mixing a lot of things together. Now, Sowore case is just still pending. We don't even know how far they want to go about it. If really you have a good evidence against this guy, it is just for you to nail him. But if you don't have a good evidence, that is why you see that they are pussyfooty. Of course, we've been told that they don't even have a good case against Sowore. The same thing happening now. The same thing happening. You just try to cry more than the bereaved. You see all the S-men doing all manner of things. Nobody's doing anything. You will fold your arms. But when it comes to high service job, at the end of the day, it will still backfire on you. You think you are doing service to yourself, but you are doing a disservice to yourself and your unborn children. I'm talking about the DSS. Because at the end of the day, all this kind of character you guys are putting up, do things illegally. There was an incident that happened, whether in one of the eastern states, is that Anambra, of course, we didn't know what happened, but a lot of people just concluded that, yes, that is the way it's ought to go, or maybe that is how it has been happening because of what people have experienced in the past. A police officer, son, and it's like the guy, his son was an undergraduate, and whether he had already finished, whether he was in 500 level, yeah, the boy was in 500 level, and at the end of the day, we don't just even know what happened. At the end of the day, the boy was killed, and they were tossing the man here and there, a former police officer. So you ought to have known better, and they were tossing him around, and people are like, oh, maybe that was what you did to people when you were in service. Do you get? Maybe that was what you did to other people when you were in service, and now the thing is backfiring. Only God knows what you have done to other people's children. Maybe that is why something is being, this kind of a thing, you are experiencing it. So a lot of people started blaming the man because, oh, you have done this, you have done that. It might not be so, but because of what people have experienced with the way the people who are supposed to be taking care of us, who they will tell you, oh, police is your friend here and there. But they have resorted to something different because everybody just, I want to get something, everything about selfishness and all of that. But kudos to and congratulations to this Mr. Okoli. Yeah, okay, yes. Okoli or Ekele, something like that. So it's going to be paid 10 million naira. But one thing is that I hope the DSS, the police, all of those people who are always intimidate, I hope they will learn. I hope they will learn. Somebody was just coming out from his house and they just arrested him. And they were, I don't even know. I don't know whether it was the girl that complained to them. But what we are saying is that a lot of things that people who are even involved, who are into crime are doing, the police, the DSS will not see them. So that you will handle those ones. So that as you handle those ones, follow it to a logical conclusion. By so doing, the people who are into crime and into all manner of things, they will learn from them. But not that we just go and be meeting and be trying to flex your muscles on innocent people. And you want to I don't know, to look good in the eyes of who? You are going to be intimidating innocent people, but the real people who are committing crime, you don't even go near them. Then how do you expect those people who are committing crime, how do you expect that kind of thing to be curbed? It will not be curbed. They will continue with that. So this high service or just trying crime more than the bereaved, at the end of the day, it's a very clear case. But they held the guy for 10 weeks. Unto what? Unto nothing. Unto nothing. So kudos to as many who were involved in making sure that this judgment is favorable to this guy. I hope the DSS, they will really learn. That's my own opinion. And someone says here that people are already reacting to this whole thing. Someone say only good news in these Buhari seasons. I thank God for the justice. This judge will live long for common man. Why not 50 million naira at least to serve them a better lesson? Another says, we see the wait. Will they pay? That's the question somebody's asking. Say, will they pay? You sure say DSS go pay those people stubborn? No? I wish DSS pay the money. Wow, justice never sleep. Finished too. Okay, thank God. Good news for common man. This is a new this is a wonder, a new wonder. That's what somebody's saying here. Congratulations to him. This is what we are praying for. Very, very best. God bless the judge. Thank God for the court. No be for not. If not, trust our bookies. They go beat craze come on for their head. Okay, my brother, after paying you this, God, this your God sent money. Relocate to another place. I know trust police people and government. You see it has degenerated and deteriorated to that level. People don't even trust. It's just so disheartening and very, very unfortunate. So guys, let us hear your opinion. Leave your comments and let's have your own take from the comment section. Thank you.